Hello. We are starting in the void today. Wow. You know why? Because this game, once I start it up, immediately begins. So I'm gonna wait for that for a second, but I also wanted to have a tiny little chat. I hope you've all been doing well, by the way. I'm sorry for not streaming. I miss streaming, but I've been really busy. As you all know, I've been posting it on Twitter and YouTube. School has been wrecking my ass a tiny little bit. But so, I've been doing a lot of photography, printing a lot of pictures for an end work that I need to do, which is coming very soon, so I'm a little bit nervous. Also did a presentation, got a 10 out of 10. Hell yeah. School is still going well, honestly, it's just a lot of work all of a sudden, and sometimes they give extra days without notifying me, which I have talked to them about, and hopefully now they will notify me at least a week ahead of time instead of the day right before, because I cannot just make plans and then have them taking them away from me. Flexing my score, yes, because I'm so happy with it. I'm still pissed, or well pissed, it's not really pissed, a little bit annoyed that I've not been able to get a 100 out of 100 with math. I've got a 99 twice, but because of one little mistake that I keep looking over, I don't get the 100. One day, maybe, but math is gonna get more difficult, so that means more mistakes. Ah, it's a tragedy. Oh no, my scores are so bad. But no, school's been going very well. I did everything for the following week, so now I can just relax. I can just play a fun little game and this and that. Which, if you saw on Twitter, I have been doing. I've been getting back into Hollow Knight. I've been trying to get every single achievement, and there's only one left now. It's Pantheon 5. I still haven't done it. It's been has it been 2 years since the last time I played Hollow Knight on stream? I don't fully remember, but I still haven't done it. I'll get there though. I got very close, and I can beat Z.A.T.O pretty well. I have a build. I can slap him around pretty well. However, Markov is beating my ass, and I can't really get past him. But to be fair, he is hated by everyone in the community equally. Markov without floor. I don't know why Team Cherry thought about that, but we have to deal with him. Yeah, I've been paying more attention to my sleep, so I've been feeling a little bit better. I've been playing a little game here and there. And there's a tiny bit of good news, which some of you may know, because I've talked about it here and there. At the end of December, this year still, I'm gonna have my own very place to live. I finally found one. It's taken 3 years, but finally, I have a place. It's not forever. It's like a temporary home type of thing, but I am allowed to like probably live in there for a ladder of 5 years, so I'm pretty much good. I am pretty much good, and there's a tiny chance I'm allowed to have a pet. So, the puppy fever has been coming and going very hard. But for today, as you might see the thumbnail and title, what is this game? What is this? Probably never heard of it. That's because, much like on a different game that we played a little while ago, I'm trying to find it because I forgot the name of it. Where was it? It was made by Astrophysics, where it touched a lot on death and the concept of dying, depression, and this and that. And now we have Z.A.T.O, which is not made by them, but it feels a similar type of game. This is made by the creator named Ferry. If you don't know who Ferry is, they are an artist and also a Vocaloid producer. I have been watching their stuff for literal years, so you can imagine my excitement when about 2 weeks ago, out of nowhere, nothing prior, they dropped a trailer. they dropped a trailer of a game that they've been working on. Possibly the music as well. I haven't looked fully into it because I wanted to keep myself as spoiler-free as possible, but I've seen the trailer. And oh, the art style. Oh, it really pulled me in. Is this similar like Omori? I don't think it's similar like Omori. It is like... How do I describe this? It's really more like the one that Astrophysics made. I'm trying to find the game, but I don't remember where it was. I have so many games in my Steam by now that I get lost. I've been trying to scroll to see if I could find it, but... I don't know. It's not like milk inside a bag of milk, but it could be similar in terms of themes. That's the thing. I'm not sure what this one is going to be hitting on, but it's probably going to be some sensitive subjects. So therefore, I'm not able to provide any actual trigger warnings. So if anything does hit sensitive to everyone, of course, you can click off if you need to. Group, welcome in! Hi! Welcome in. So, I think, with that, we should start up the game. I am gonna have a tiny bit of a problem, because I will... Whoop! Oops, very tiny. I will most likely be blocking a few things when I start up the game. But I'm gonna be trying my best not to do that. I'm gonna see where I put my own head. For now, though. Okay, there we go. I shall make myself... I don't want to be too tiny, though. I'm gonna be blocking things no matter what. But hi, everyone. Welcome in. Right now, we shall be starting up Z.A.T.O, and hopefully everything works. Normally, there should play a trailer immediately. But you'll get... Yeah, there it is! I'll shut up for this. Come on, play! There you go. I can kind of see it's like a mystery style thing. Of course I can break through. The music is a banger. See, I'm blocking the text. Exactly like a dream. Apparently the main girl is blind. That's one thing I saw. That's us. That's the girl we play. But yeah, so with this, it does give a bit of vibes of milk inside a bag of milk. I'm blocking her face! Oh, listen to that. Let me know if the music is too loud, by the way, because it is very possible. Oh wait, my mic is quiet. My mic has been quiet this entire time. Oopsie! If you size up and block everything so you don't have to worry about wondering what you block. I'll see. There will be text boxes, so I'll hope and see. I'll move myself around if I need to. But right now, look. This is gonna be us. You're very cute. In the description of the game, this game is free, by the way. This game is fully free on Steam, so you're able to play it yourself. It says that this character is, quote, is you. You are not important. So that gives me... That pulled me in even more. Because the description of this game feels like this girl hates herself in some way or another. That gives that kind of vibe already. I tried to click start. Okay. The music's gonna be amazing, isn't it? It's a little bit loud. Hello? Did you know that our sun is a very unusual star? Oh, I love how this begins. Ooh! To start with, it's a yellow dwarf. I never thought about that, actually. Those constitute for just 7 to 10% of all stars in the universe. It's an outlier even among those. most yellow dwarfs are primarily covered with dark spots. The sun isn't. The majority of its surface is bright. In fact, it has 3 times the number of light spots than it does dark spots. Science. Sure, its overall brightness index is nothing special. You could even call it an underwhelming compared to other stars of its type. But even so, it works harder than most to shine as bright as it can. And I find that really cute. Oh! Space! Ah! Okay, this is my type of game. Is this too loud? I don't know, it's too loud for me. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit more, I think. I don't know if it's too loud or not. I feel like it's too loud. I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember where I read about this. Must have been some newspaper from years ago. But that small piece of trivia still pops in my mind whenever I look up at the morning sky. It's not much of a view, to be honest. Not much of a sky. Not much of a sun. I guess it's that kind of region it is. Some people say the sun is just lazing around in our parts with the constant snow. This is gonna be a lot of reading, my poor little brain. But people that go around saying that, well, they clearly haven't read that newspaper. Look at this art. This art. Okay. I do very much wonder if this was inspired in some way by Milk Inside a Bag of Milk, because that type of style really reminds me of that. The more I thought about the things like that, and the more I learned, the more I realized how incredible everything is. I'm not just saying that to mean amazing, I mean improbable. You can't deny the world is full of great coincidences. It's to the point where I've begun to ask myself how much of it we can attribute to pure chance. The universe was so kind to give us both a star and a planet with the perfect conditions for sentient life. Just as the slightest fluctuations in the composition of our atmosphere, the size of our globe, or the distance between the Earth and the Sun, and none of the surrounding beauty surrounding us would exist. Some would call it a miracle. And of course, it's a lovely way to put it. But isn't that grieving the world we're living in a little... Isn't that giving the world we're living in too little credit? My poor little brain... No. This font is a little bit hard to read for my brain. No. Forgive me. I'm a little bit stupid. But it's not that I subscribe to the anthroporic principle or anything. I'm not so arrogant as to believe the universe exists just for our sake. I am going to be ruining every single good moment with me stumbling. I'm gonna put you guys down there. Down there. I think that should be good. And you're more visible. There we go. Oh, I love this already. This is not where I expected it to start, but I love that. Or rather, I'm not so sure it exists solely to be observed. When a baby is born, it is not preoccupied with how it is perceived. That consciousness need emerges later as the child develops self-awareness. This concept I love. I've asked you guys a few times before, like, hey, what is your first conscious memory? And the answer is always very interesting. You have to sleep? No. Just wanted to pop in, that's okay. It's nice to see you though. Have a good sleep. Have some good rest. This kind of music I could sleep to as well, honestly. This is like very nice and peaceful. Wonder what you would dream about with this kind of music. Until that point, its curiosity is aimed at its surroundings. So if anything, it's the opposite of what the anthropomorphic principle entails. We're social creatures, so the need to be observed makes sense for our survival. But to say the universe itself shares that priority, it just doesn't make sense to me. Oh my goodness! Art! Ah! I love pixels. Although you can also think about it this way. A child is curious about the world because it perceives the world as external. But what if the child is the world? What if all that could ever observe existed within itself? I forgot what the name of that theory was called. If I think I am, I guess it is. I think it's that. First conscious memory when I was 2 years old. Was in an ambulance. Oh dear. Oh dear. I mean, yeah, that'll wake up your conscious brain. Definitely. Ambulances are loud. Weird. I've had a lot of people had their first conscious memory by falling off of something or just like hitting their head, which is strangely funny to me for some reason. They just get knocked into consciousness like, oh. I think therefore I am. Yes, exactly. That's the type of concept. Because you can't prove that anyone else exists, but you can prove that you exist by the sheer fact that you're thinking. That kind of concept. What can the all-encompassing universe be curious about? There's nothing but itself, so nothing but itself. There's nothing else to care about in the whole wide world. It is the world. Duh. Ah, wait, now this makes perfect sense. If I put it like that, I guess the universe has no choice but to be self-centered. I guess if you put it like that, yes. It's not really conscious though. Even if this wasn't the case when it was born, what if the universe developed a desire to be perceived by others as it matured? The void stares back. The same way that a child would. And what would we do when we want others to perceive us as in a certain way? We try to mold ourselves accordingly. Ah, I think I get it now. The universe gradually felt the desire to be seen. It wanted to be admired, loved, and observed, because there's nothing more a world can do but to observe itself. It is the best and only pastime there is, as far as the world is concerned. Enough observation is good, more observation is even better. Of course, an endless universe can observe itself endlessly. You can say that its observation value equals infinity. That value may seem absolute, but it really isn't. Not in mathematics. Infinity plus 1 exists. And I hate that! I hate that it does exist in math! I don't want to think about that. Alright, have a good sleep, priest. Goodbye. Nice seeing you here. We're gonna have an existential crisis, most likely. It is a value that the universe could never reach as a singular, albeit infinite, observer. So it had to create new, finite observers to add to its infinity. It needed to create sentient life. Ooh! Sentient life is the +1. When I put it like that, it sounds like all of us are extras at a party. Now isn't that fun? Group, I know what you're talking about. I've seen that kind of theory as well. It's funky. It's a funky little thought. I do love people theorizing about consciousness and this and that. Because in technicality, your brain does make up everything you see. It does need to process things. Because normally everything you see is flipped, but your brain flips it correctly again. This vast, mighty universe changed itself so meticulously to make new observers possible. It has fine-tuned all of its systems so precisely. This reminds me of another game, but that I keep forgetting the name out of. Outer Wilds! With the eye. Is that where your scale looks like? Eye! Oi! You can't say that! I am simply an alien. Listen, I don't go outside enough, okay? I don't go outside enough to get a tan. Just to have us here. It worked so hard just to share its one joy with us. Us worthless insect. That is one way to think about it. Oh no. Oh no, this can't be. You're a black hole. Okay. I can see that, but shh. Listen, the only way you see a black hole is from the light around it that I keep sucking in. So who knows? Maybe I'm just always sucking. That's why I'm so bad at games. That's cute. Really cute. I should have expected this. I should have known the infinite universe would be indefinitely cute. This world is truly wonderful. 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 Oh. I think we zoned out. I cannot pronounce this name. Don't do this to me. Ira is missing. Ah, there she is. Hold on. Okay. Where do I put myself? What? I don't know. Where do I put myself? I don't know. I am her. I don't know where to put myself. Oh, I never know in these types of games. What if I'm... What if I'm... There we go. Then I can lean away if I need to. I think that works. I knew this would be a problem. Turn yourself into micro. No, I don't want to be super small. I don't want to be really tiny. I want to be big. I want to be big on screen. Huh? I look up from my desk. A low hum runs through the class. I'm sorry, I can't say that name. I'm sorry. Classmate A. What? Seriously? She's just skipping. Nah, she went off with that one guy. You saw? No, but come on, you know her. She's totally... Silence! The teacher taps her journal on the desk. Ira's parents filed the report yesterday night. They haven't seen her since he left for school. Oh dear. Another round of whispers. The teacher raises her voice. So if any of you find any information that might help in finding Ira, please report it to the teacher's office or to the police after class. That is all. On to the lesson. A chair creaks in the back. Vadim. His little ear, oh no. Wait! You really expect us to just study like normal after hearing that? Yeah! Yeah, we're shocked, you know. We're worried sick. Seriously, our classmate's missing. Our friend. Our Arochka. I think that's how you say it. The room fills with repulsive giggles. I don't know if I like him. He has like a cocky little smirk. Get it out. Garen, sit back down. The teacher's voice sounds just as dry as it did when she broke the news. She turns towards the blackboard to write down the date. We all know the situation will probably resolve itself just fine. Let's not act dramatic. If you have anything valuable to say, I'll be happy to hear it in the office. She puts the chalk down and begins the lesson. It is December 19th. We're very close to that. A bird flies past the window. Ooh. Some interesting music. Disappearance, give me a break. Aren't you supposed to wait 3 days or something? That's a myth. You can file a missing report whenever, especially if it's a kid. Oh yeah? Hey, let's report each other missing and see who they find first. You're on. No, but seriously, what's with the sudden hubbub? So she didn't come. Big deal. I felt wandering off was her whole thing. Kids are mean. Right! That's just Ira for you. Bet her parents just wanted some attention. Like they need any more of that. I mean, I've heard of some weird cases. Yeah, never say never. Crazy's genetic. You think she's in some crack house now? No way! Do we even have any? I wish. At least there'd be something fun to do. Honestly. Hey! But she's like, for sure with the guy, right? The guy? You don't know? A bunch of people have been seeing them together. There's some older dude, he's like 30 or something. Ew! You serious? Yeah, it's so trashy. I walk slowly behind my classmates as we head to the next lesson. It's irritating. Their conversation is taking me off. I'm not sure why. It's not as if they aren't making sense. It's not unusual for Ira to wander off somewhere on her own. I'm not treating this news with any real gravity. Really, I'm no better than them. There is a trace of worry in my head, but it isn't directed towards Ira. Instead, when I first heard about her disappearance, the thought that flashed into my mind was rather ugly. Now nobody will come to save me. Oh dear. Gross. But regardless of what people are saying, and regardless of what I personally think, that's still a missing person. The poor parents must be so worried. Just picturing it makes me feel glum. I'm not surprised Ira would just run off somewhere without telling anybody, but still. It's not like we've ever been friends. You know, I don't know if the main girl is blind actually, because that's what I saw. That's what I saw somewhere, but supposedly not then. I don't know, because I'm seeing a lot of visuals. It's a little bit confusing. I wanted to go in fully blind, but I saw something that might have been wrong though. So who knows. This is very interesting so far though. The intro roped me in very well, and now I'm immediately curious, like, oh, who's this? Who's this? What's gonna happen? Ooh. It would be stranger if I acted all torn up about it, right? She's just that kind of a person. Always getting herself in trouble, always out hanging out in places she's not supposed to be at. They're right. This wouldn't be the first time Ira left for God knows where. But is it really true? The stuff they said about that older man. I've never even seen or heard anything like that. Even though this whole time... Ooh. I suppose it's plausible, knowing how some girls are. Even so, I'd never have thought that Ira would be the type to be love-struck like that. Love-struck, huh? When I put it that way, it's almost... Yeah, it's almost definitely cute. Ira in love. Forbidden love, too. Wow, I'd never have guessed. I never took that girl for a romantic. But she is a girl at the end of the day. And she does like those types of books, so perhaps... She was planning to elope all along! Oh! My brain is thinking many things that are not good. Yeah, this might touch some sensitive subjects. That's what I said in the beginning. If there are any potential trigger warnings, I do not know them. So we're both gonna be surprised if you do see anything. Also, my day's been going very well. I've been getting a little bit of food before stream as well. Some snackies. Ah, crap. Crap. It's all so complicated. I'm really torn on this, I really am. On the one hand, it's super romantic. Such a beautiful young love with no regard for what anyone thinks. Yeah, I am thinking that. I was thinking like writing something in the comment, but I didn't know what. So I am gonna type something really quickly. This game might touch sensitive subjects. How do you write discretion again? Discretion, is that how you write it? Let me check. Let me double check. Damn it, I wrote it wrong. I was close though. I was close. Check your own discretion. I do not know. Trigger warnings ahead of time. Hi, Bran. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm just pinning this because I don't know what this game might touch upon. It might be a bunch of sensitive things. I need to drink some water. Oh. Oh. I am going in fully blind, so that's why I don't know anything. Oh. Such beautiful young love with no regard for what anyone thinks. It's incredible. And it's incredibly cute. On the other hand, I'm really sad. It's selfish and it's dumb, but if Ira is really gone... I didn't like how the music just stopped for a second there. I did not enjoy that. This is not a horror game, right? Ooh. It's like I've got nothing to hope for anymore. Wait. Sorry, I just had a brief thought. I don't know. I also... This might be wrong as well, but I also briefly saw something in regards to lesbian love of this game, which also really only pulled me in more. So maybe that's why she's sad. Who knows? We'll see. But then again, they haven't been friends though. So I don't know. Maybe it's not them. Maybe it's a different couple. Hey, Shabina. Huh? You know anything about this? No. Why would I? Well, you two are pretty close, right? Their whole group chuckles. We weren't. No? No, not at all. Really? Lynn only into lesbian love game? No! Listen. But Signalis. That's my only comment. Signalis is very good, okay? And I love love. I love love. That's all I can really say. Really? Really, I thought you two were... I don't know what this word means. This is probably a swear. Yikes. What? They all erupt in laughter. We weren't. We didn't even talk. Vadim, you dumbass. Ira is screwing the old guy. She ain't like that. I don't like this. Dunno, some chicks would swing both ways. You never know these days. Hey, don't. It's... Ah, look at her face. Chill out, Shabina. We're just kidding. Jeez. Why are you getting so scared anyways? You really a lesbo or something? Okay. We can add homophobia to the trigger list. I'm not. They just keep laughing. What can I even say to that? No matter what I do, they just keep laughing. If Ira came in through the door right now and heard what they were saying, hell would break loose. I mean, she only disappeared a day or ago. She's probably coming late today. She doesn't even know there's a missing report. Maybe she's already left her lover's place. Maybe she's trudging through our snowy schoolyard as we speak. No, she's already inside. She already left her red puffy jacket in the cloakroom, and now she's going down the corridor, up the stairs to the left. That's right, she's coming. She's gonna storm in any minute now. Right, that's it. I can hear her. I can hear her footsteps. She's coming. Ira's coming. But nobody came. What's with that face? You look like you're holding in a shit. She's totally a lesbo. I'm not. I've never talked to her. I told you. The steps walk past the classroom. Now that they're closer, they don't sound like her at all. She remembers how she walks. That's kind of cute. They never sounded like hers in the first place. Oh. Well, maybe not with her. Oh, wait. That's not her. That's Vadim. Well, maybe not with her, but like in general. Yeah, don't you have a boyfriend, right, Shabina? Why's that? Huh? I don't know. I just... Dude, look at her. Be real. Come on, don't say that. What? You wanna be our boyfriend? Hey, Shabina, you wanna go out with Igor? Oi! What? I think we can add childhood bullying to the trigger warnings as well, because good lord. So, to some people this is gonna be a little bit too real. This guy's a little dickhead. He probably also has problems at home, but like, come on man. Be chill. Come on, he's a great guy. Right, Igor? You treat her right. Piss off, man. I'm not doing this. I bite my tongue. There I go again. Bad habit. It's not like this works anyway, so why do I keep doing it? I plop down at my desk and start mindlessly flipping through the textbooks. I need to stop indulging fantasies like that. Just makes me feel stupid every time. If Ira came in through the door and beat them up right then and there, would it really help my case? Ow! I bonked my mic a little bit. They probably keep saying the same things behind her back. Guys, the type of wingman that helps others in a weird way. I don't know. See, there are some bullies that bully the people they are in love with as well. But they just don't want to give in because they want to appear cool to the people around them. But in truth, they're really just hurting the one they love. That also happens. I don't know if that's the case here. He could just be a dickhead. They probably keep saying the same things behind her back. And to my face. I guess it really would be for the worse. Yeah, I shouldn't have wished for that. If Ira saw that, it would just add fuel to the fire. And so it's a good thing that she didn't interfere. It's a good thing. It's really a great thing. At least these guys don't bother me for the rest of the day. Everyone's too preoccupied with gossip. I can't focus on studying either. I keep thinking. Space! The last time I saw Ira, the teacher says her parents saw her leaving in the morning. But she didn't show up to class. That part's nothing new. Ira has always had a bad attendance record. So I assumed she skipped as usual and went to see that man they talked about. Did she go to him right away? Yeah, no, the hiccups are not gone. I'm still a growing boy every now and then. Because in that case, yesterday evening... Go home, Asya. The plot thickens. Teacher's office, was it? New music. Kinda funky. I'm kinda scared of going straight to the police. But I should. I should probably report that. Not sure if it will be of any help. And for some reason the idea of telling anyone what I saw, something about it just doesn't sit right with me. But there's no logical reason for that. I need to get over myself. Sure, she's probably fine, I know that. Freaking everyone knows that. But if she's not, well, I'm gonna regret it big time. Oh, but that might also be tearing star-crossed lovers apart. If Ira really ran away to be with someone that she cares about so deeply, away from society's ridicule, would it really be right to ruin it? Crap. I have to admit, I'm also a little judgmental. I mean, it's really beautiful. I do believe that judging love like that is ugly. Ugly. But whenever I start to consider it closely, I just can't brush off how much older that man is. I just can't. I'm really no better than the rest. Wait, that's it? So that's why I don't want to tell anyone about what I saw. It must be the good in me screaming, don't ruin their good fortune. They're probably so happy together right now. It's none of your business. How old are these people? That I don't know. But I'm assuming since they're still in school, they are... Or in college. Honestly, I don't know, but the man is 30-ish. And I don't like the implications. I'm not a fan of it. So far. So, Gosh, yes, that must be it. That explains everything. Should I follow my heart then? Should I keep silent? It's not as if what I had seen will make a difference. It was kind of inconsequential. There's no point in telling anyone about it at all. It's not the kind of information that points to any particular locational culprit. Not that there is one. So let's keep silent and everyone will be happy. I'll be happy, the good irrational me will be happy, and the cold reasonable me will be happy as well. Girly, no! No, yup, it's no. Good job, Asha, you solved it. It is sure nice to have a clean conscience. Girl! No! That's avoiding the problem! No! Don't be like her! Well, no need to loaf around here any longer. I guess I better head home. Ah! Oh my goodness, I just felt the objection scream to me. Alright. Counterpoint! Counterpoint! What if, and bear with me here, what if Ira is actually missing? Despite all the odds, there's always a possibility that she is in danger. If there's even the tiniest chance that my report will help in finding her, then that info is worth providing. And if she really did elope with her beloved, then my testimony won't change a thing. It is worthless at worst. That's true. If I carefully weigh the pros and cons, that off chance that Ira being in danger and my words being the key to saving her makes for a strong argument. Whoa. My words being the key to save her. Whoa, yeah! That would be amazing! Then I'd come to visit her in the hospital and she wouldn't know how to thank me. She'd say, I shouldn't have, and she'd say, I told you to leave me alone, dummy. Yeah. I don't like the implications very much. But then, I just shake my head and respond, it's nothing. I was just doing what I was supposed to. No. I gotta come up with something cooler. I'll need to think about that. Wait. Why is she in the hospital? Do I hope Ira ends up in the hospital? Yeah, the trigger warning list is rapidly expanding. Jeez, of course not. I don't need my freaking testimony to save her. I hope my testimony is useless because she's already home. Or is it calling home? Telling her parents how happy she is with the love of her life. That's what I hope for. I just keep having stupid thoughts today. At least I know what I should do now. I've made my decision. I'm going to the teacher's office. Where was it again? No doubt they expect anyone to come. I'll probably look kind of silly. It wouldn't be the first time. Well, who cares? Walking. Down the staircase, to the right, down the hall. That's the teacher's office. Yeah, the game has too many triggers. It's why I said the game might touch on sensitive subjects, so watch at your own discretion, since I do not know the trigger warnings ahead of time. It is pinned at the top. Also, yeah, that would be a terrifying call to get. Okay. Yeah, about your missing daughter? Yeah, she's with a 30-year-old man. Yeah. How do you even break that news? What is that giving you Danganronpa vibes? It kind of was. For a little bit, because she was counterpointing her own thinking. She was objecting her own thoughts. Okay, the game's definitely Russian-based. I see now. Oh my goodness. I had enough sleep. I don't know why I'm yawning. Oh? A girl. There's a girl standing right there. Right by the door. She's pretty. Green hair. She kind of looks like a farmer. I think I've seen her before. Is she an upperclassman? Also, this show, welcome in. Our town is really tiny, and so is our school. If you were a better person, I would know her name. She turns to look at me. I'm not sure what she is expecting, so I nod a little. Is there a queue? A queue? To the office. Oh. Oh, no. I'm just waiting for someone. Funky music. Again. In the reveal trailer, yes! So right. I saw her very briefly in a reveal trailer. Ah, okay. Hey. What? You're Asya, right? I'm gonna be saying her name wrong the entire time. Ah? Yes. How did you know? It's kind of a loaded question. How do we know anything? I mean, it's not like we have lots of faces to remember here. You know me too, right? As yet, no! I'm not gonna be able to unsee that now, no! Sorry. Really? Yeah, that's what I was talking about. It's not that I don't care to remember everyone's names. I just don't know where other people get them from. They say that in tiny cities like this, everyone knows each other, but that's just not true. We learn about the people outside of our immediate circle through gossip or common friends. But I haven't made any new ones since the day Tosya left. And gossip. Sure, sometimes I overhear my classmates chatting about this and that, but it's not like I don't listen to them. I don't like their voices, so I try not to pay attention not too much attention. Wait, when I put it like that, it kinda does sound like my fault. My point is, when people... she is thinking all of this while my girl is just staring like, huh? Are you good? Like, hey, hello, is anyone home? This game is just your average overthinker, I feel. Oh, this is a lot of talking though. I need one more sippy. My point is, when people regurgitate that idea of everyone knows everyone, the word everyone doesn't include me. The name is Marina. Oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. You got something to share about Ira? How did you know? Look at that face! She's so cute! What do you mean, how? We had an announcement, same as you. They told us to report to the teachers and all. Kira in Death Note. No, that's true. Have you seen that? Have you seen Death Note where they remove the inner dialogue? It is so funny. They stare at each other for minutes. One of them moves and then the other stares back like intensively. It's so funny. I can't stop thinking about Ah, I see. For some reason I thought they only broke the news to us, Ira's classmates. But it makes sense they'd at least give the upperclassmen a heads up, just in case they happen to know her. Which means... You also know something about Ira? Yep. Ah, that's great! So you talked to the teachers already? Sure did. Wow. And what did you tell them? That's between me and the investigation. You can't just spout info like that out in the open, Asha. The wall's got ears. Oh, I understand. Sorry. Okay, well, you don't have to apologize. Crap. I'm making an awful first impression. Not only did I not know her name like I was supposed to, but I look like I don't know the first thing about vigilance. How am I kidding? I really don't. I'll just go in then. Mariana suddenly blocks my path. No, you won't. I'm sorry? You're not telling them anything. She gestures with a finger to the tact of each syllable. Oh, that's what I saw in the trailer! So that's what she was doing. Why? Because... A bad feeling stirs up in my chest. Please don't tell me it's gonna be the same thing as my classmates. Is it because I acted rude? I didn't mean to. Well, I never mean to. I just can't help it, can I? We just met and I've already managed to mess everything up. Damn it! I desperately search for her face for any signs of mockery, but weirdly, I can't find any. I've been waiting for you! Huh? Surprised? Of course I am! No, wait. This has to be some stupid ruse. I'm going to believe this girl, and then she'll just laugh in my face about it? No, I'm serious. Ira told me about you. Really? Yeah. Oh gosh, they talked about me. Wow. I'm shocked Marina is being as friendly as she is, considering the kind of description Ira would give. Wait, does this mean she's a friend of Ira's? For some reason I never thought about her having any. At least at school. Oh, that feels so rude. Girly. That was really presumptuous of me. I wonder what Ira is like when she's with friends. I know you saw her yesterday. I figured you'd want to report it, so I ran here as soon as class ended. I guess it'd be easier to catch you between lessons, but I got so caught up in all of the stupid rumors. It kinda slipped my mind. She knows? But hey, what matters is that it all worked out! So why are you stopping me? Well? Marina looks around the empty corridor before lowering her voice. If you tell them about yesterday, you'll make everything worse. There goes the music. Oh! Huh? Let's not talk about this in front of the office, okay? What if we're the 30-year-old in disguise? I don't know. I don't want to think about the implications just yet. Come on, let's go. She takes a step back and beckons me with her hand. I'm not sure what she has in mind, but it doesn't seem like a prank. Still. Wait! I know Ira's probably fine, but isn't it better to play it safe? The faster we share all we know with everyone, the... Ooh! Hello, hiccups. Quiet, you! I just said that we shouldn't talk about this stuff where the adults can hear. Okay. Okay, that confirms it. It's even worse. There are so many trigger warnings. It's the bucket is spilling over. Marina grabs my hand and starts dragging me down the corridor. She's not exactly being quiet either. All of my stumbled protests sound so weak they might as well be white noise to the other girl. Yes, I spent half of the day doubting whether I should report at all. So what? I carefully examined my options and came to my own conclusion. I deserve to see it through, and I deserve to testify. But some part of me is relieved that the ultimate choice was made for me. I mean, that silly gut feeling I thought I overcame with the reason to come out on top. So there was something to it in the end. So I was right. My heart was right. Sure, I can't actually know that since I'm yet to hear what Marina has to say. But this can't be pure chance, can it? And if it's not, what does it actually hinge on? Did Marina show up because the world needed me to stop for the sake of something more important? Or did Marina show up because I subconsciously wished for something, for anything, to stop me? Whatever it was, I guess I don't mind this after all. I think I'll stick to the grander narrative angle for the time being. The world bending itself to the will of some worthless gnat is a preposterous idea. But it wouldn't be the first time for me, would it? And the fact that the world, for any reason, has decided to guide me towards the right path. That's so endlessly sweet. Down the stairs, to the lobby, to the coat room. I don't resist anymore. Marina drags me along, and I can feel my doubt turning to excitement. This is definitely the right path. This girl knows about Ira. And I want to know more about Ira too. The whole world wants me to know. Banger music still though. Z.A.T.O, title card! I love the world and everything in it. Episode 1, Ira. That was the prelogue! That was an hour! God damn! Okay, this game is long. Ugh. What the hell is your problem? Oh. Someone punch him? Everyone is looking from Ira to Garen to the chair that just crashed on the floor next to the boy, barely missing him. Ira is strong! Whoa! Huh? Ira, what the fuck? She's insane. Somebody call a teacher! Is that Ira? Oh! Look at her, she angry! Oh, they hate each other so much. Not paying any mind to the commotion that has filled through the classroom, Ira storms towards Garen. Oh, they are gonna fight. Her face is contorted with rage. Before he can react, she rips the notepad from his hand and slams it on my desk. I hastily grab onto it. Read that again, and I'll kick your teeth in. Huh? Are you nuts? Ira doesn't respond. For a second, she just glares at him, and then turns around and stomps back to her desk. Did my dude steal my notepad? Did Ira give it back to me? I love people who stand up against bullies. Very much. No, more people need to do that. Because teachers often don't do anything against it. The classmates who were caught up in a laughing fit just a moment ago were watching her in silent bewilderment. They scoot out of her way as she retrieves her bag and heads towards the door. Crazy bitch. She ignores him. Ira, what are you doing? Bop. Hey! Ira forcefully pushes past the teacher. You! Ira! What do you think you're doing? Your parents will hear about this! Her threat falls on deaf ears. Everyone knew Ira. I'm assuming that this is before she went missing. This entire event, so you get to know her a little bit. She's always been like that, I think. No, not throwing chairs around. Ira had no regard for the rules that everyone's supposed to follow. I guess they call someone like her a problem child. Her parents got a lot of flack for it. It's only normal in a town like ours. It's not because of its small size, but it's, let's say, an exclusivity. Am I gonna be able to pronounce this right? Vorkuta 5 prides itself on its virtually non-existent crime rate. That's the natural consequence of nobody being allowed to enter or exit without a permit. You're lucky to be here, to have a salary higher than the national average, to access the goods to have access to goods people in the neighbor towns can't even dream of. Few can afford such a privilege. Last time I checked, our population hasn't even hit 6,000. So when it came to someone like Ira appears on this tiny society's radar, she's not just seen as a delinquent. She's seen as a puzzling stain on a community that's meant to be spotless. Like a weed that sprouted in a painstakingly maintained flower garden. Of course, it's not as if she had just appeared out of thin air. It's all in the family, they say. The blame falls on the people responsible, that is, on Ira's parents. And questions begin to arise. Why is Ira's daughter behaving like this? Okay, this is probably the dad or the mom, but I cannot pronounce this, so I'm gonna keep saying Ira. Is there any trouble at home? Did you believe this is acceptable? Did they not teach her discipline? I think most likely a lot of childhood trauma is also gonna involve in this game, so there's another trigger warning. Do they not understand how fortunate they are? They've been granted so much that they can't do the bare minimum in raising their own child. Do they really want to be here? Do we want them to be here? I've heard lots of talks like that. I've heard more after Aya threw the chair at Garen. I didn't get why. If everyone was just having fun. And it was my fault for bringing the notebook anyway. I was hoping to write a little in the library once school was done, but my bag slipped and all of the content scattered on the floor. Of course they wouldn't get curious about that. Of course they want to read the silly things I wrote. I just noticed there's a save option. So there's probably gonna be multiple endings to this game. More trauma to make the game more relatable. Oh boy. At least, if I am gonna have to split this game up because as far as I'm aware, this can be 6 hours long. I think. Unless I make a wrong decision and we end up dead somehow. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but who knows. Giving me a save option means that there might be something bad happening as well. I am gonna save this here. My throat is actually so dry. Oh. Of course they would get curious about it. Of course they'd want to read silly things I wrote. It's not a big deal. It's not like they've ever taken poetry or drawing very seriously. Those are just fun distractions, nothing more. If people laugh, well, what's the matter to me? I couldn't wrap my head around it. I couldn't, but still, I wanted to thank Ira somehow. She rarely shows up at school. And even when she does, she just can't leave at random. I couldn't get a hold of her for a long time because of that. All that. And I also was really scared. Ira has never as much looked at me. Even when she last saw out Garen, it was like I wasn't even there. But 2 weeks after the incident, it finally happened. We crossed paths. I went to the bathroom during some lesson, and I think it was math. I came in through the door. Girlie, you're way too young to be smoking. I mean, you shouldn't be smoking anyway, but stop! No! There she was, blowing white smoke through the half-open window. I didn't even know she was at school. Oh. Hi. Aya shot me a disinterested look. Hi. This show... She's underage. I feel like I should make that clear. All of these characters are underage. I know it's misleading. But they are in school. Fun memories. Yeah, there can be a lot of fun memories here and there. I am thinking like Ivra's rebellion. I'm not gonna lie, that reminds me of myself a little bit. Aren't you still in school? I am in an adult school. It's different. But yeah. Luckily, no people throwing chairs here, but I have seen that. I have seen that a lot in schools. Actual chair throwing. I've not done that myself. I have thrown hands. I have thrown hands before, but to be fair, that was deserved. I awkwardly scuttled past her to one of the stalls. After closing the door, I realized I was so nervous I couldn't do any of my business. Was she rebelling too perfect of a life? That's possible. No, when everything looks perfect, or she might just be, you know, dealing with some things, kids tend to want to oppose their parents quite a lot. And if you're forced into being something that you're not, you're gonna rebel. That's just pretty normal. After closing the door, I realized I was so nervous. I couldn't do any of my business. So I just sat there, thinking about how I should approach her. It's not like I had some long conversation or formalities in mind. I just wanted to say thanks. In theory, it should have been easy. But wouldn't that make me look like a weirdo too? Assuming she did all of that for me. It would just make me look self-centered. I had no idea how much time had passed while I was in the stall. I'm in my head reminded of a clip. There was this VTuber. This was not really related to the game, but with the smoking comment. I immediately thought of a VTuber. I forgot his name. He was playing a Zelda game. And he was really hitting on Zelda. And it was just the perfect timing where she said, my 17th birthday will be soon, and he just immediately quit the game. Bro didn't know. Bro didn't know. He didn't know. He was not aware. But it's such a funny clip. He absolutely crashed out after it. I can't. It's just been playing in my head now. I can't ignore it. Need to see the link to that clip. Oh god, what was the name? I think the VTuber was Vanta. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. That clip must be somewhere there because it got very popular. It got shared so much. It's really funny. If you look that up, then you'll probably find it. Vanta Zelda clip. You'll probably find it. It's extremely funny. I still had no idea how much time had passed while I was in the stall. Maybe 5 minutes, maybe 20 seconds. But when I heard what sounded like her getting off the windowsill, I swung open the door. Wait! Oh, look at this face. You reading their face is either too perfect or they must fit in niche too plastic of a house. Yeah, no, they did say like that their place is pretty much essentially perfect. But it does go to think. It does leave you to think about a lot of different things, which I do like. I mean, in the beginning we started with, hey, by the way, our sun is a very rare event actually. And the Earth even more. The universe has ascensions and so forth. Huh? I froze up. She stood next to the window, bag in hand. The cold draft wafted through her hair. I had to say something. I got this rare chance. The world gave me this rare chance to tell her what I wanted. But what am I supposed to say? Thank you? After I just tumbled out of a toilet stall? What? She raised an eyebrow. I just stood there, with my mouth hopelessly open, as if I'd just gone mute, as if every word in the Russian dictionary got wiped from my brain. Whatever. No, wait! Please! I took a step towards her and she jolted away like I were a leaper. I have no clue what that is. I didn't know what I should say or ask. I just knew that I had to say something, even if it was the first thing that popped to mind. What? What the hell do you want? Isn't it cold? Girlie, that's not how you flirt. Huh? The windowsill. And you sat smoking there right by the window. I thought, weren't you cold like that? Eh? She blinks. Not really. Doomed lesbian. Doomed Yuri. Nor. Maybe a little. It's not doomed. She's playing along for conversation reasons. Ah, I thought so. Anything else? No. I mean, yes, I'm sorry that you got into trouble. Huh? Well, I figured you... I heard you got into a lot of trouble after that. Now, when Garen read my stupid poetry. I'm sorry for that. She eyed me for several seconds, which to me felt like an eternity. She sighed and then slowly flipped her hair back. And why are you apologizing? That had nothing to do with you. Huh? Well, I guess not. His voice was getting on my nerves. I see. I looked down at the tiled floor. Yuri is a blessing to our mortal realm. I agree. I very much agree. Just look at Signalis. I knew that was the case, of course. It's not like I was hoping Ira jumped in to defend my honor or anything of the sort. I wanted to thank her regardless of intent, but no matter how hard I thought and tried to word it, everything just came out surrounding awkward or wrong. I understand why the Steam page said that we weren't important, the main character ourselves, because we're speaking from Ira's perspective, not Ira. Asia's perspective. We're speaking from her perspective. Girlie hates herself. Why does this always happen? The soles of her boots squeaked against the floor. She spun around and walked towards the door, and this time I made no attempt to stop her. Your poetry isn't stupid. That's basically saying I love you. Sorry. Huh? Slam. Listen, in school language where people are already afraid to say they like someone, I'm running with it. I know a lesbian when I see one. I am one. 50%. She can't realize that until the last chapter. Oh yeah, absolutely. She's denying it. I stood there, dumbfounded. Did she just say that? Did I hear it right? Your poetry isn't stupid. Does she mean she likes it? Ira likes my poetry. Ira herself. I will still not attempt to read that name. The bell rang me and stabbed me out of my short-term stupor. I shook my head. Right, I need to get back to the classroom. I doubted Ira was going to be at the next lesson. I washed my hands from nothing in particular. I am in love with this game already. Oh, I am a growing boy. Oh! Excuse me. Weeks passed. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons, and then went to the store, and to the library, or walk, and then, when it got dark, I headed home. The day after day. Huh? My notebook. I just left to get a snack from the cafeteria. I'm ready to go. Oh, Shabina. We borrowed your homework for a second. You don't mind, right? It's fine. Thanks. By the way, is this supposed to be you? He lifts a scrap of paper up to me. Oh no. I forgot I left it in there. No. Did she draw Ira? It's just a drawing. Yeah? You sure? It really does look like you, if you were pretty. What the hell? I'm gonna turn into Ira and smack him myself. It's not me. Whatever you say. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes, albeit irregularly. She always vanished during breaks, and I don't know where to, and I wouldn't dare ask. Something told me, and she'd say, "None of your business," if I did. And she'd be right. But even so, I kept imagining those scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I started doing it when I was just walking home from school, or to the store, or just wandering the streets, killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. Casually bumping into someone, you know. Maybe a little bit of hand-holding. No, wait, that's illegal. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. Even if... I even tried to stay out longer. I started to take new routes. Girlie likes her, and she doesn't realize. She doesn't know. She's a little stupid, but that's okay. I started... It's embarrassing to think about it now. But... Ira! She just walked past me in the corridor. Not even a nod, not even a look in my direction. I guess I don't exactly stand out in a crowd, but... No, it's my fault for mumbling. I shouldn't have spoken louder. Even though it took all of my courage just to muster that much. Even though I definitely think she should have heard it. Hey, Vadim? What? Remember when I gave you 50 kopecks? Can I have it back? 50 kopecks? When was that again? Last Friday. Jesus. You remember things like that? Can I have it back? Man, I don't even remember taking it. Are you sure you're not making this up? Maybe you gave it to someone else? No, it was you. Jeez. I don't freaking know. That's half a ruble, Shabina. Who gives a shit? Yeah, why do you care so much? So petty. You probably lost it or something. I have a feeling that this guy just would not be as much of an asshole if his bully friends weren't there around him. Like, he desperately needs admiration. My boy. Smack across the head. Probably has some problems at home as well, not gonna lie. My eyes keep snapping to the doorway. It's empty, of course. What am I waiting for? Even if she showed up, what would she do? Mug him in front of everyone? That would be really funny. Hey, stop thinking about that. Maybe he really did forget. Who knows? You really shouldn't be upset. It's not that much. You could go grocery shopping with that, but it's not the end of the world. I'm not exactly starving. Lately I've been eating too much junk anyways. Yeah. Maybe if I eat less of this stuff, my skin will clear up. That'd be nice. Yeah. Don't you use makeup at all? You don't use makeup at all, right? No, I don't. We're not allowed to, though. What are you saying? They allowed it past year. Really? Nobody's gonna send you home for it. Oh, that's good, I guess. These girls rarely talk to me. They're usually pretty nice, though. At least when they're not joking along with the guys. I think one of them likes Z.A.T.O. I also had a feeling with that. They're very good. This game is very good at writing how actual bullying happens. And I'm assuming that the creator probably has undergone a lot of it as well, because this is like a real class. This feels a little bit too real. She laughs a lot whenever he says anything to me. I suppose we have a very different sense of humor. You never tried it before, yeah? Makeup? No, never. Seriously? You're like 15 already. I'm 14. Same thing. No, it's not. One of them likes Z.A.T.O. and I'm talking to you. You're a target. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. That's how it goes. Z.A.T.O. talks a little bit too much. To one girl. If he bullies her, they are gonna bully along with him. To get his approval then as well. Class dynamics. You gotta learn to do it at some point. Especially with that complexion. Well, not really. Hey, how about we help you out? Eh? Yeah! Just some light makeup. You'll see what it's like. I don't know. Come on, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, you're gonna love it. Alright, but... Yay! Come here then! This is not gonna be very good makeup. Oh dear. I don't think people do unpleasant things on purpose. Nobody wakes up in the morning with a goal to make somebody feel bad. I really believe that. If someone is doing something hurtful, they don't fully understand it. So I shouldn't wish bad things upon people who don't really know they're being mean. I shouldn't wish for Ira to appear and interrupt them, or to scream at them, or to punish them, or anything. I can still hear everyone laughing as I run to the corridor. I'm covering my face. I don't need any teacher seeing me like that. At least the toilet's closed, so I can wash this mess off quickly. Bah. Just stop falling for these pranks, but... Sorry. I lift my face up without thinking. Oh no. The hell? Ira jerks away from me. You can't blame her. I must look like an insane person. Yeah, I look awful. God. I can't handle her looking at me like that. I'm sorry. Huh? I run past her. Run. I just need to get to the restroom. I just need to go wash it off. After about a month, reality had dawned on me. I kept telling myself that Ira's actions had nothing to do with me. She told me as much, and in no uncertain terms. She said that, and I kept repeating it again and again and again. But I didn't believe it. On some level, I still held onto that faint hope that Ira pitied me, that she cared about me for God knows what reason. No, really, what was the reason? Her lashing out at a classmate she found annoying? One who just happened to make fun of me? Her not joining in? Her telling me she liked my writings? She didn't even say that much. She said they weren't stupid. Oi! 3 coins clicked against my desk. 20. 20? 10. So you remembered. There. Thanks for the unforgettable night. Everyone erupts in snickers. Nah, you're a cheap deal. You free later? Nah. Very funny. Oh, please, Shabina, get a sense of humor. Your face is dragging down the whole class morale. Nah, that's right. You're doing us all a disservice. Think of your classmates for once. Yeah. if heavy bullying wasn't a trigger yet, it is definitely now. This is a bit too real. I let myself believe something would change. I thought about it if I deserved it. As if I didn't have it good enough before. As if my life had any real problems. I was just being greedy, plain and simple. Getting my hopes up over some silly coincidence. It's all so stupid. I can't help but laugh. That's okay. I know better now. I was being ridiculous. It's shameful to admit, but better late than never, right? I got a little too caught up in my own little world. And hey, even if they didn't amount to anything, I can still appreciate those little encounters with Ira for what they were. Brief, but wonderful moments. I could reminisce fondly about the one time I lucked out and saw Garen all scared and confused. Or that one time, somebody gave my work a compliment, backhanded as it was. And I can do that, because everyone does that. Everyone has those little things that they look back on with a smile. It's beautiful in its own way, is it not? Our whole lives are a series of episodes with good and bad. It doesn't matter if they grow into a bigger story, because each moment has a lot of merit of its own. It's something I should learn to be content with. It's something I've been perfectly content with until now. Until I decided that wasn't enough. Speaking objectively, what is there to complain about? No, seriously. I live in the prettiest part of our vast country. I have a comfortable roof over my head, and even my own room. I have 2 living parents. I have wonderful hobbies to enjoy, paper to write on, books to read, TV to watch. I buy myself treats and almost every day after I'm done with school. I have good grades and my teachers tell me I have great potential. My classmates also recognize how studious I am. I'll help them with their studies when they ask me to. That's right. I've got classmates that I can always talk to. Guys I can laugh along with, even if their jokes don't always land. Even if my sense of humor isn't the best. All of this, I have all of this. Right here, right now. Everything that a girl my age could ever ask for. So why did I act as if that weren't enough? Oh! You idiot! What? Ira! Oh! How the hell do you always go along with some bullshit? So... Ira looks like she's going to slap me, but instead swings her boots against the snow hill. She then turns to me and starts roughly swiping clumps of snow stuck to my coat. My whole body feels slightly numb. When I start to speak, my voice becomes weaker than expected. Ira? How did you know I was here? Doesn't matter. I heard that asshole Garen giggling about it. Can you stand? Yeah. Clumsily, I get up. My limbs feel rigid. I know you shouldn't sit on concrete when it's cold. I wouldn't normally. There was nowhere else to sit on the school's back entrance, and my legs were starting to get tired. I half-heartedly shake the snow off of my skirt and tights. The flakes fall gently on the ground below. I look at Ira. Her face is... Huh. The word concern flashes in my head, but I've already learned I'm no good at judgments like that. I shouldn't be presumptuous. It's a bad habit of mine. shouldn't flatter myself. I shouldn't, but the question escapes me before I manage to cut myself short. So why are you here? What do you mean, why? I told you. Garen was bragging about slipping you that stupid letter. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Well, this doesn't have anything to do with you, does it? As soon as I said it out loud, I realized I messed up. I really did. Now she's going to punch me. Ara's going to punch me for real. She's going to punch me and then never speak to me again. I don't even say sorry. I just verbally brace myself for the incoming blow. Physically, verbal, I don't care. I burn it. No, not really. Huh? It doesn't concern me at all. It's just annoying. Is that so? Lesbians. Yeah. You pissed me off. You pissed me off too. Huh. I don't freaking get you. You knew it wasn't real. There's no way you believe that, right? Right? I didn't believe it. I'm not that stupid. I looked down at the moist, crumpled letter I forgot I was still holding. It's the oldest trick in the book. A love letter prank. Really? Who would fall for that? I stare at that shriveled up piece of paper, and something about its whole existence feels extremely sad to me. You wanna burn it? Huh? I have matches. Oh. No thanks. It's wet anyway. I fold the letter and shove it into my pocket. It will get damp inside, but I don't care. I can't throw it away. A fake confession is still a confession in the end. No! Girlie, no! Those words didn't choose to be written insincerely. No! Protect her at all costs! No! It's okay. Even if this whole thing isn't real. I met Ira today. Ira came. After all these weeks of praying, Ira came. Thank you. She's been hit with the lesbian ray. Oh no. Eh? I smile at her. Even after I said I'd come to terms with it. No. Right as I was saying it to you. To myself, to the world. I knew that I was lying. I couldn't throw away the last dumb scrap of hope I had. Yeah, she's already being true to protect her. My goodness. Oh, I want to give her a hug. That small involuntary thought that crept into my mind whenever I felt slightly lonelier than usual. Even if it took so long, she finally came. She's watching! I told you guys, I love love. I love love very much. Oh, I skipped it by accident. Hold on, I don't know how to go back. No. Flustered. I was flustered. Is she flustered? Really? That's cute. That's just so cute. Huh? What's with you? Right. I'm grinning like an idiot. Sorry. I'm fine. Whatever. I'm going home. What? Already? Ira gives me a quick once-over. You... take care. Yeah, okay. Bye-bye! We wave at each other and I watched her disappear behind the corner. I hesitate. Maybe I shouldn't. It feels like there's still so much I want to say to her. I don't know what or why. I just know that it's a lot. I turn and walk a couple of steps in the direction of my home. No. Change my mind. I run back. Crap, my legs are still so stiff. I turn the same corner Ira passed not even a minute ago, and she's already gone. I sigh. The snow here isn't deep enough to leave clear footprints. Not that I'd be desperate enough to follow. Why does she always leave in such a rush? So you see, this all happened before she went missing. And now for some reason we keep thinking that we were not friends. We were not even friends, we never even spoke to each other. Girl is in the closet. She is so deeply in the closet. Someone pull her out. Ira, pull her out, please. She needs to realize. And protect her at all costs, because good lord. It's okay. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons, and I went to the store, and to the library, and for a walk. And then, when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes, albeit irregularly. She always vanished during breaks. I don't know where to, and I wouldn't dare ask. Something told me she'd say, "None of your business," if I did. And she'd be right. Oh, sorry. Oh, moment. God damn it. Okay, I think we're good. I'm still growing. Clearly. But even so, I kept imagining those scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I did it when I was just walking home from school, or to the store, or just wandering the streets, killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. Girlie is in love! Please, wake up! Wake up! I turned to me, vigorously shaking this girl like, "Please! You're about to have a lesbian awakening! Wake up!" I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. Even if I tried to stay out longer, I started to take new routes. And as naive as I was to behave that way, I kept doing it. Again and again, walking and praying and praying. Do you assholes ever shut up? Huh? Ah, this bitch. Nobody saw Ira entering the class. Everyone was too busy whistling and laughing. Yeah. And she caught me in a really dumb pose. Well, that's on me. I wouldn't have chosen Dare if I knew she'd see me like that. But choosing truth when playing with these guys, I'm not sure what's worse. Oh well. I'm saying all this, but I got what's coming to me. I chose to embarrass myself, and as I did so, I kept begging, wishing as hard as I could for Ira to appear. And so she did. And now, despite the overwhelming shame, I feel so happy that I might explode. Ira walks to her desk, barely paying attention to paying me a passing glance. All the boys skirt out of her way. Only Garen doesn't. Move. Nah. What's the rush? Come play with us too. Huh? Dude, you serious? Come on. Have some fun for a change. Look, Shabita's having fun. Right, Shabita? Please don't look. Yes. See? Ira doesn't flinch. Out of my way. Or what? Gonna throw a chair at me? She's considering it. Watch your words, boy. She is considering it. To everyone's surprise, Ira calmly puts her bag on the nearest desk. She starts digging through it without saying a word. Garen lets out an awkward chuckle. That's weirdly even more intimidating, I'm not gonna lie. What, got a grenade in there or something? She looks at him. Huh? Oh! Swish. Don't tell me it's a knife. Whoa! Garen jumps back, bumping into another student. What the fuck? Everyone shifts away. What was that? Huh? What the hell? You... Oh! Something silvery shines in Ira's hand. Oh, she is very angry. It's... a bow compass. Is that... You're serious? She doesn't say anything. The room fills with low murmurs that quickly turn to jeers. Psycho, nutcase, crazy, bitch. Ira lowers the compass and makes her way to the desk, looking unbothered. It's just like last time. Ira saves me without acknowledging my existence. Maybe some onlookers. No, most people will think she didn't plan on helping me at all. And that's what I'm inclined to think as well. Yet, my unreasonable heart is still elated, and I'm getting some really silly thoughts. The 2 times when Ira lashed out at Garen were 2 times when she saw him laughing at my expense. That can't be a coincidence, right? Exactly! Please wake up! You're gay! I'm sorry to say! You are! Of course it can. It was only 2 times. 2 times, and weeks apart. You'd be an idiot to think otherwise. Yes, I guess you're right. It's the only logical train of thought. I should agree. I would agree. No! If only. I didn't do anything, really. If only Ira didn't show up that day. It's been 2 weeks since, and I haven't stopped replaying that moment in my mind. Over and over and over and over. I didn't get sad about Ira ignoring me at school, or anywhere anymore. Exactly. Maybe she's doing it in this backwards way, because she doesn't want people to be homophobic against the both of them even more. Because she's probably aware that Asya is getting bullied for potentially liking Ira, or likewise. It's one way to stop him, I guess. To be fair, this has been a thing with a lot of bullies. They don't stop, usually, unless you fight back. It's not always true, and it's usually the last method. But that is a personal experience I've once had. I told you guys that I've thrown hands before. And I've never done anything extreme. But like, once you show that you will do that, they just leave you alone. I've even genuinely gotten permission from teachers like, hey, you're literally allowed to punch them, but I won't even do anything. And the one time I did throw hands, I got a fist bump from a teacher right after. Because it was deserved! It was deserved. I shouldn't go too much into it, but this guy was an absolute asshole. The definition of, I don't know, rich and spoiled, I guess, and thinking that he was allowed to do everything and say everything, really got on my nerves. Especially if he was talking to my friends. Like, you can bully me, but if you bully my friends, I get angry. Yeah. That is usually the thing. Teachers, from my experience at least, in any type of school, they don't really do anything unless you stand up for yourself, which is the weirdest thing. Like, they see the bullying, they're like, okay. You do something back, and then they're like, oh, now you're going to the principal. now you're going to stay after school. Oh. School is a little bit fucked. I didn't get sad about Ira ignoring me at school or anywhere anymore, because in that moment, all I got, the justification I could ask for. It was everything that I ever could have hoped for. But I'm still a very greedy person. It's still not good enough. Oh, it's pretty! I still keep looking for her when I'm out. It's almost ridiculous how hard it can be to catch a person in a town that's this small. At some point I started to wonder. I saw my classmates regularly, just out and about. Scrolling along the main street, at the courtyards, at the community center, at the store, at the cafe. They weren't hard to run into. I'm gonna save here again. Boom. But it was as if Ira spent all of her free time at home. Which could be the case, but didn't sound like something she would do. From what I heard and could assume, she didn't have the best relationship with her parents. Spending hours on end in a home like that every day. No, I really doubt that. The other more probable option was that she preferred the outskirts. Maybe she didn't want to be bothered. That sounded like her. Well, despite that highly likely, I was hoping to do just that. Bother the heck out of her. I felt almost brave about it. Ira could totally get pissed. She could push me away. She could even attack me. Wow. But for some reason, I really didn't think she would. We going to try and lovingly bully her? Ah! Fun times. Yeah. I've definitely heard a lot of stories like that. Like once you fight the bully back physically, they stop. Not always, but that tends to happen. Especially if you're normally a calm person. My breath halted. Oh. Hey. Hi! The vents near the Research Institute expel hot air. Nobody really goes here, aside from the staff coming out for a smoke. I never ran into any, but the ground here is littered with cigarette butts, so that's a safe bet in my book. Why is Ira here in all places? Again? How many times can you buy into stupid pranks? They seriously sent you all the way here? What? No! I didn't get any letters after that. I'm just taking a stroll. A stroll? Here. Yes? Okay. Ira gives me an word! Incredulous look. Do you like smoke? No, I don't. Why? It's a smoking area. Ah, yes. I know that. You wanna try then? Ira, no! Ira, no! That's not how you flirt! You don't get people into drugs! No! What? Smoking? Mm-hmm. No, thank you. Okay. She shrugs. Bah. Awkward start. I can't let it end here. I need to just... What about you, Ira? What about me? Why are you here? Were you at the Institute? Yeah. Something like that. Something like that? My mom works here. She forgets her lunch sometimes. Oh. Oh. You bring her lunch? That's what I said. That's so sweet! I mean, it's really nice of you to look out for your mom. It's whatever. It's not. And I know it's not. With all I've heard about her family, the fact that she still goes out of her way like that, it's really amazing. The thought of doing something like that for my parents has never crossed my mind. I mean, if I were told to deliver something, I would. But Ira's different. She wouldn't do something just because she was ordered to. She'd have to really care about it. Crap. That proves it. Oh! Ira and I weren't cut out from the same cloth. When I spend my days looking for excuses to starve off the minute I have to come home, Ira is cooking, packing lunch, and carrying it to the edge of town. That goes against everything I've heard. But it makes so much sense. That's why I never see her on the street. That's why she doesn't have all the time to sit at the cafe. It's why she doesn't idle away at the community center. It's why she's such a caring person. And it's why I'm such a piece of trash. Hello? I don't like that. I don't like that very much. Hello? This does feel like the type of game to suddenly hit me with a horror twist. I don't like that. No. She only said her mom forgets her lunches sometimes. Lunches are prepared in advance. It doesn't take that long to get to the institute, even if you walk from the other side of town. Yes, that's true. She'd still have plenty of time to spare. This doesn't work. This explanation doesn't work. Ira, no! Ira! Come back! Ira walks back into the building. Ira! Hello? Do I really need an explanation? It's none of my business. I'm not so delusional as to believe that we're close enough to share something like that. That'd be nice, but it's not how things work. Things work like this. When Ira's in the room, Garen doesn't talk much to me. Blah, blah, blah. I can't speak. When she isn't, I wish she would be. Your friend's not here today. Oh. What do you think? Oh. She's not really my friend. You're Pitbull, then. Pitbull? Hey, that's spot on! You can't make a harmless joke around that chick without her throwing a conniption fit. It's annoying as shit. They think we're friends. Well, not really. But looks like they picked up on it. And Ira reacting like that to me being used as a laughingstock. So it wasn't just me. It's not just my wishful thinking. It's nice to hear. Even if I still don't know for sure. It's the most comforting thing I've heard out of Garen's mouth to date. At least she barely shows up. Yeah, it'll probably kick her out before New Year's with that attendance record. Good riddance. That's right. Ira can't possibly be meeting the minimal attendance requirements. I don't know about her grades, but... Wait, I don't think they can expel her. Huh? Why not? We're the only school in town. Where else is she going to go? Damn. Good point. Phew. Well, her parents can't just send her away. You mean to another town? Yeah. To a relative or something. What? No. Oh man, now that you say that. Everyone, pretend to be surprised when that happens. No. No, no, no. I hate how they're right. I hate that I can see that happening. Everyone talks about it. How Ira is a nuisance to her household. It's been like that for a long time. But still, she forgets her lunch sometimes. Ah! It can't happen! No. No, it can't, it can't. It's not fair, it's not fair. They can't send her away. She can go. She's so nice. She cares. She does. Maybe not for me, but for her family. Why would they send her away? That's just so cruel. It can't do that. If they do, then it will all be over. If they do, then I won't. We just started. I don't know what. I can't even call it talking. I don't know what it is, but that doesn't matter. Lesbian love! I just said it for you. Even if she just tolerates me, even if she doesn't want anything to do with me, I don't care. This can't happen. This physically cannot happen. Snow! I wonder if we're gonna get snow this year. It's been getting very cold. It's freezing, actually. A lot of the days recently. Winter has just really struck. Excuse me. So maybe we will. Maybe we will get some nice blankets of snow. I hope to take some actually pretty nice pictures in the snow. I think that would be nice. I raise my head and look out through the window. The snow is falling lightly on the yard. The dark pine branches sway under its weight. The long grey clouds glide placidly across the tundra. Far past the fences, past the mountain ridge. So far away that I can't picture it. So far that in my mind it circles twice around the earth and comes back to the one spot I'm sitting in. This world is way too gentle. It's been too kind to an ungrateful brat like me. So if I've earned this world's good graces, why can't a person be so much more deserving to do the same? What does a person like me have to do? And is there anything that I can do? A bird flies past the window. Ira? What? I'm really using up all of my luck these days. Ira sits smoking in the girls' bathroom, just like she did when I first talked to her. Some snowflakes blow into the room and stick in her hair. It's gotten colder. Maybe you shouldn't sit so close. I don't know. I'm just like, oh, she looking. I know you don't like going to class as much, but you can really get kicked out like that. Is that why you came here? To tell me that? I know that. I'm not stupid. I don't think you are. Do you just really not care? Everyone says that you'll get sent away. That your parents will send you to live with a relative. Is that true? Probably, yeah. Yeah. Of course it's true. I knew it was true when I asked the question. Maybe if you just clean up, if you stop skipping now, then maybe you don't have to go. And if you're having a hard time with studies, I can help. We could go to the library or something and then... There's 1 month left. That's not gonna work. I get it. My voice is shaking. It's better if I keep staring at my shoes. It's okay. That's about what I expected. Of course I knew it's pointless to cram at this point. It was just an excuse. A selfless ploy to get some scraps off Ira's time before she goes. I wonder, did I do the same to Tosha when Tosha moved away? It's only been 3 years. But now that I think back to it, it's all so hazy. I was a very different person then, I'm sure. At least I probably didn't humiliate myself like this. Hey. Thanks. No, I didn't do anything. It was just a dumb suggestion. It was nice of you. Nice. Right. She doesn't know. She thinks I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart. This is just not fair. She really is too good of a person. Are you going to the toilet? Oh, actually, since you're here, have you seen anyone hiding a diary nearby? Diary? Yes. You know, the one we use for classes. Maybe you've even seen something like that lying around? Ira's expression darkens. Don't worry, we were just playing a game. I guess the guys got a little carried away. I checked the whole class and corridors. It's probably somewhere really obvious, but I'm just not good at that kind of stuff. When I hit Igor's pencil case, they found it right away. She throws the cigarette butt out the window and hops off the windowsill. Without saying a word, Ira storms past me, but I grab onto the edge of her dress as she's just about to leave. Wait! I said it's fine. We were playing a game. Really. She angry. She's about to protect her girlie. Please. Don't get into more trouble because of me. No, I wasn't going to. Huh? I have an idea of where it is. It was Garen, right? No. Sharikov. Same difference. She walks out to the corridor. I tag behind. I'm not sure what place Ira has in mind, but it becomes immediately clear when she makes a sharp turn to the right. Wait, serious? She swings open the door to the boys' restroom and loudly marches in. Ah! Some poor guy tumbles out, almost colliding with me. Ah! Sorry! We're sorry. He turns and shakes his head at me in disbelief. I mean, what is there to say? I follow Ira to the bathroom. Ugh, the smell is much worse in this one. Also very accurate to school bathrooms. The guys' toilets are disgusting. I've been there. I look around and see Ira's hand reaching above one of the stalls. Ah, there it is. My diary. Right by the tiny window at the top. Ira steps on the toilet bowl. Please be careful. I'm fine. She grabs onto the flush tank, secured way above. Then, using it as an anchor, reaches for the windowsill. Catch! I clasp the diary in my hands. It's really been here all along. I look up at Ira, who's now awkwardly trying to get down. Wow, thank you! Yeah. Oh, what? Did they do a classic? Did they do a classic fall and slip on top of each other? Ira almost loses her balance but jumps just in time. The ball makes a loud clang as she hops off. Whoa! Are you okay? Yeah. Let's get out of here. You think it's broken? Oh no, the toilet's broken. Oh no! Don't know. Didn't see anything. But... why would I be in a men's toilet? She's just using the I was never here strategy. Gross. Ah, I see. Thank you again. How did you know it would be in the boys' room? You think Shurik would go into the ladies' room? No. I actually suspected they put it there. I just didn't have the courage to enter. You can't keep doing this. I know. I shouldn't have checked here from the start. Instead of running around the whole school like a... No. You can't keep going along with it. It was just a game. It wasn't. No, really. We're just playing around. Bullshit! You know damn well what you're doing. They're not your friends.
I never said they were.
Then why don't you tell them to piss off? For once in your life.
I can't.
You like being a victim that much? No! No, the drama! It won't get any better if you keep doing this. It'll only get worse.
It's not that bad. And I wouldn't... I can't. I can't just say something like that to them. I'm sorry.
Why the hell not?
Well, it wouldn't be right, and...
For the love of...
It's not like I never tried it before, but when I say something they just make fun of me. And nothing changes.
So freaking what? Who cares what they say? Just don't bother with them.
I'm not like you. I can't just do that. I can't act like I don't care when everybody's laughing. I can't look people in the eye like that. When I go along with it, at least they talk to me. And I know you're okay on your own, but I
was feeling a confession, but it didn't come. I am so sad. So what's your plan? That's it? You're gonna spend the next 3 years like that? Seriously? She exhales sharply. She doesn't even look annoyed anymore. I get that. I'm also disappointed in myself. Asya.
Yes?
You know I'm leaving soon. That's right. I understand what she's getting at. The unspoken rule Garin and his friends have been sticking to, holding themselves back when Ira's around. The real cowardly reason I'm so terrified of her going away.
I don't know what to do.
Why can't I stop? The hand she's been dealt is much worse than mine. But here I am, whining and clinging to her like a leech. I should be the one helping. I should be the one telling Ira to get her act together. Yet, I can't think of a single thing to give her. Write a poem.
Huh?
A poem.
Why?
She's blushing! Yes! It's not doomed Yuri yet. Not yet. What kind of question is that? Because I like them.
Oh, really? You like them? You liked my poems?
What else would I ask?
That's... thank you very much. I mean, yes, of course. I'll write one. Do you want it to be about something, or maybe a specific measure?
I don't care. Anything.
All right. I'll think of something then. I'll try. Ah!
This might a little swell. Ah! Woo! Okay, I'm good. Yeah.
You do that.
Ira checks her wristwatch. I gotta go. See you around, I guess.
Already? Yeah, alright. See you around.
She waves her hand and leaves. I watch her walking down the empty corridor. Empty. I've really stayed in school for way too long. The shadows stretch along the hallway, tall and dark. My heart is pounding. I should get going too. I'm going to die. I am going to save here. I think this is an okay place to leave off for now because, good lord, my voice is dying a little bit. I was planning to go for longer, But my voice is getting really tired. I haven't streamed properly in a little while and I feel very unpracticed. But I definitely do want to get more into this game. I very much like this story. And I love love, as you know. They are lesbians! I was right! The blind thing was wrong though, so I don't know where I saw that. I saw that somewhere. Yeah, no, I feel like, you know that throat coat tea that I keep hearing about? I think I need to get it because my throat is not in a good condition. And I need to drink more. But to be fair, I need to maybe make a warm-up routine before I start stream, because I did used to do that at some point, but I've kind of fallen out of it. And my vocal teacher said that the warm-up I had for streaming is not really for streaming. I just pick the vocal warm-ups I did for singing and do that for streaming, which is not good. Streaming and singing is very different. So who knows? Maybe if I have another appointment with her next time, that's something I'll ask about. Not throat goat, coat, like coating the inside of the throat. Listen, if I was a throat goat, I would not need throat coat, okay? I am not a throat goat, unfortunately. I am a throat sheep. It just goes bah. But yeah, I think next week I should be able. Let me have a look. Yeah, I think I should be able to do 2 streams. I hope, unless they give me another surprise day, which in that case I am gonna be waiting to make a schedule for next week. But I am most likely gonna be playing this game on Saturday again. Hopefully my voice is in a little bit of a better state then, because I do want to be able to finish this game on stream. I am invested. I am so invested already. I didn't know what I signed up for. I signed up for trauma and lesbians, which that is a deal I will take. I very much love this game already. I love the characters. I love the art. The music is so good, and I can't wait to see more of what this game has to offer. So, for now, I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna rest my voice, probably make some normal tea, because I don't have throat coat tea. And I shall see if I can make a schedule for next week. I don't know which other game to play yet then, but we'll see. Bye bye everyone. I hope you have a very good day. I hope you have a very good night. Bye bye.